Today I will show you a robot that I'm trading on 5 accounts, including challenges, funded and live accounts. Testing an EA on different type of accounts and brokers is the only way to truly know if the EA is worth investing in. So I'll go to the EA Trading Academy website and I'll click on the challenges results, and you will see that in the table with the public challenges I have the XAUBot with a regular version. Oh, this is the AI version, is on a $100,000 challenge and the total profit is 6.26%. The profit in the last 30 days is 1.85. There is a floating loss at the moment, which I'll show you on the platform in a second. And on the next spot we have the XAUBot Pro on another 100k challenge, and you can see that here we have nearly 3% as a total gain and 1.65% in the last 30 days. Now if I click on the track records on both of them, you will see that the balanced line looks really steady. It's going upwards and it's trading the Aussie cat, the Aussie New Zealand, pound New Zealand and New Zealand cat. Pretty much equal exposure, a little bit less on New Zealand cat. And if I click on the stats, we can see that the profit factor is 1.77. If I click on the symbols, we will see which asset is the most profitable. It is the Aussie cat with over $2,300 of a profit, and you will see plenty of trades that executed. Now honestly, I'm happy trading robots that execute a lot of trades, so I have a sustainable statistic. Even they go slow, like it takes a few months to pass a challenge, I'm happier because it is less risky. Okay, I don't want to trade robots that will execute 2-3 trades with huge risk, and either they will pass the challenge or they will fail. Steady profits in the long term. That's what I'm looking for. If I show you the other account, you will see pretty similar thing. The account started on the 16th of April, a little bit later than the other account, and you will see steady profits, same exposure with the assets, and the total return is nearly 3% in 80 days. And if I show you the accounts, you will see the first challenge where we have the $6,262 of a profit, and currently there are these open trades. So you can see that it sold Aussie New Zealand with 0.63 lots, then a consecutive trade with 0.63, and then a third one with 1.26, or in other words, the first trade opens. If the price goes against us, it will open a second trade with the same lot, and if the price keeps going against us, in our case it keeps going upwards. The expert opened a third position and this time it doubled the lots, kind of a recovery system. And then the fourth one with Aussie New Zealand is with 252. Alright, so in this case it keeps selling, the price goes up and it improves the average price. Now what is the risk? Obviously the risk is to lose the challenge because I am trading it on a challenge. But so far, if I go back to these statistics, you will see that I didn't have a huge drawdown. I'll switch to equity and you will see that right in here the equity dropped with nearly $2,000, so it is staying within the rules of the challenge. Now I've also placed the XAUBot on $1,000 live account, obviously with way lower risk. You can see that the starting amount with the open positions is 0.01, a consecutive trade with 0.01, then it increased it to 0.02 and then to 0.04. If I click on the account history, you'll see that I already have some trades that open and closed, but not a lot of statistics to show you the track record or to analyze the performance. However, I'll leave the links links to these accounts down below in the description, so whenever you're watching you will see how the XAUBot is performing. And if you decide to test it on a demo or live account, you should have a look at Eightcap, which is one of the brokers I use more and more recently because of their good trading conditions. As you know, I trade with a few different brokers, different challenges and prop firms just to diversify the risk, but I'm just moving more funds into Eightcap now because their trading conditions are really good. If I show you the popular assets, you will see that the spread for euro-dollar starts from 0 pips, same very low spreads for the other assets, and as well if you are trading crypto, the commission is 0, which is not the case with most of the other brokers. And that depends of course on the type of account, but I usually trade the standard account where we have no commission and the spreads are as low as 1 pip. Also, the broker is regulated by a few authorities and I feel safe trading with it because I have made a few deposits, withdrawals, and so far I didn't have an issue with the broker. Plus, the customer support is always there to help. So the XAUBot is suitable for challenges. I have it currently running on 2 challenges. I have it as well on a funded account. You will see it right in here. So that account started just recently, but it is going on a profit. Let me just show it to you. So yeah, not a lot of statistics to go over, but you can follow at any moment how this funded account is performing. And the 5th account I want to show you with the XAUBot is the demo account that I started at the beginning of this year, and you can see what a steady balance we have going upwards. If I switch to the equity, we will see the drawdown. So right in here there was one and another one in here. So this happens when the price goes against the open positions and the robot adds to the position some amount of lots, but for me the risk is calculated very well by the vendor. If I show you their track record, you will see that they experienced a drawdown of 5.19%, I guess, right at that point. And you can see that this account that started in November 2023 reached nearly 17% of gain. If I go lower to the months, you will see that we can expect somewhere around 2% a month. Of course, it depends on the risk, but 2% a month is a decent result for me, and this is exactly the type of robots I'm looking for recently. If you want to test the XAUBot, I'll leave the link down below, but there are 2 versions. The XAUBot AI, which comes with a monthly subscription of $59, 6-month, yearly, lifetime is $990, and there is a trial. So the best thing you can do is to download the trial, open a demo account with Eightcap or any broker you decide, and check out how it's performing by yourself. This is what I like to do. I don't want to trust anybody, so I usually test the robots myself on demo challenges and live accounts. However, I always leave the links down below in the description, and the accounts are public now on our website, so whenever you're watching or you're wondering which robot to trade next, you can check these tables because the results are really honest. And even if we are losing with some of the robots, we will display it. I aim to make honest reviews for all of the robots I am trading. The other robot is the XAUBot AI Pro, which comes only with a lifetime option. And I started trading the XAUBot Pro a little bit later compared to the XAUBot regular version, but the easiest thing to do is to compare the results in the last 30 days, right? So the XAUBot AI actually made a little bit more compared to what the XAUBot Pro achieved with the same starting amount on the same challenge, and that's why we highlighted the performance in the last 30 days for all of the robots, because this is the most fair comparison we can do for any of the robots. On the top we have the robots that recently passed challenges. I'll leave the link to that page down below in the description as well, so at any moment you can see how the robots are performing in my live accounts. And there are the track records. So we're really not hiding anything, but trying to be useful for all of our subscribers and students in the academy. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching and staying with me until the end of the video. And before you go, check out this video on my side, because you will learn more about a scalping robot that I recently found, and I'm already trading on a few accounts. Thanks for watching. Don't forget I love you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.